the Britical Saiyans here. I'm Jonah.
And I'm Matt.
And we've got the yellow reveals from Ultimate Squad.
Yep. So, as usual, we have a Son Goku Leader. So, he's got auto. Add one card from your life to your hand. When his card attacks, you look up to 5 cards on the top of your deck. Play up to 1 yellow unison card, specify cost of 1 from among them with a marker on it in rest mode and shuffle your deck. So Awakening selects a 4 or less, you can draw 1, let's 1 more. Okay. And then his Awaken side. Wow. So you got auto, once per turn, when his card attacks, you draw 1 card. Then play up to 1 yellow unison card, specified cost of 1 from your hand with a marker on it in rest mode. Okay. When his card attacks, so you would have to replace, because it doesn't say you may. It says play. Oh no, because it says play up to 1.
Yeah.
Okay, it doesn't matter. Yeah. And then activate main. What is? I just not read it correctly there, but even still, I mean that's good because you get to play 1 out if you haven't got 1 out, but
yeah,
without using energy basically. Then you got activate main once per turn, paying 2 yellow. You place 8 yellow unison cards from your drop area at the bottom of your deck in any order, and then switch this card to activating against 10k power and double strike for the turn.
oh, that's all right.
Okay, fair enough. And that's activated main, so your opponent can play preemptively for it. If it was an activated battle, it'd probably be more of a threat.
Yeah, I think
If it's an activated battle, it just means that your opponent might go, okay, well, I'm on whatever life. They may not want to push for a double strike this turn. I won't counter, I won't do anything to stop it, and then you'd be like, oh, bam. But if you're doing it during the main, it's like, hang on a minute, I know you're doing it now. I can try to work my turn around that.
yeah, I can see your point, because then it would essentially be a dual attack in if it was an active battle.
Well, no, just literally just give it a 10k and double strike, and so
Yeah, but I think it's just to add some pressure.
Yeah. It's got active battle once per turn. Spirit Boost X. If it's your opponent's turn, for each marker you remove using this skill, it gains 5k for the battle. Okay, so he's got a built-in Senzu Bean by removing markers.
It's like Dark Brody, but the only way you could really do it with unisons is by Spirit Boost. So that you can't just give them all combo.
Strange deck already. Just from the leader, it's like strange.
Yeah. So we got our first SR, which is Super Saiyan 2 Son Gohan Z Fighter. It's a cost-free 20k power. It's got a power yellow free and blocker. And its auto is if this card has 4 more marks on it when this card is played, choose up to X of your opponent's battle cards in rest mode, ignoring barrier, where X is equal to the number of yellow unisons in your drop area, and KO them. Which is pretty good because the entire deck is about unisons.
Yeah.
It's got +1 active main, draw a card, and then -3 active main, choose one of your lead cards. This card and the chosen card get 5k power until the end of your opponent's next turn, and this card gains triple attack for the turn.
Alright, that -3 is actually very, very good. So, I mean, this is quite a nice unison for yellow.
Yeah.
Just on the pure simple fact that it's a +1 to draw a card.
And the
auto,
yeah.
I mean, it's based on unisons in your drop area, but if you're just ignoring that, I mean, you might have 1 or 2 in drop area, but if you think of it as just, if you ignore the auto, the 2 activate mains and being a 20k blocker alone makes it a very good unison. As just a generic yellow unison to play.
Yeah, and I think the auto will help yellow in the fact that you're going to run this with another unison, and then obviously because you're playing yellow, your opponent's stuff's going to be in rest mode. So you might only kill like 1 or 2 things, but you're still just popping anything you want.
Yeah.
So.
Alright, cool. Alright, on to the next unison then. I feel, this one's an SR as well. Okay, man, so we got Super Saiyan, Vegeta, Z Fighter. I'm not going to bother saying the last bit anymore because the rest of them are just going to be the same.
Yeah.
So, 1 cost unison, 4k power, Empower, yellow 2. So, auto, if this card has 3 or more markers on it when this card is played, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards and entry cost 4 or less in rest mode, KO it, and this card gains +5 for the turn. I mean, if you already have a unison out, by paying 1, this is automatically coming out with 3 markers on it.
Mm-hmm.
So, you get that effect quite easily. Auto, limit 1, when this card is placed in your drop area for your unison area, draw a card.
That's very useful.
And +1, activate main, this card gains 6k power for a turn. So, ideally you want that, like, as your first unison, really. Potentially, just so you got an extra 10k attacker before your opponent awakens.
Yeah.
For 1 energy, I mean, like...
But yeah, you're going to be swapping them out constantly, so... so we've got Piccolo, who's also unison, is 1 cost 5k, Empower yellow 2, alternate 1, if this has 3 or more marks in it, when this card is played, draw a card, and then you can do +1 to give him 10k for the turn.
So 15k attacker.
Yeah.
As opposed to a 10k attacker. Okay. We got Krillin, so another 1 cost 5k unison. Empower yellow 2, auto limit 1, if it has 3 or more markers on it. I think they all pretty much going to be along these same similar lines. When this card is played, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with entry cost 4 or less in rest mode, negate your skills for a turn. And then +1 activate main, it gains 10k. And then -3 activate battle, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with an entry cost of 4 or less in rest mode and KO it. I've got a feeling that'll be one of the penny knocking the ball.
So next we've got Yamcha, as always, it's a 1 cost 5k, Empower yellow 2. Also, if that's 3 or more markers, when it's played, choose 2 of your opponent's battle cards and switch them to rest mode. And then he's got a +1 active main to give him 10k, or you've got a +0 to draw a card.
Tien. So 1 cost 5k, auto, well, it's Empower yellow 2, they're all Empower yellow 2.
Yeah.
If this card has 3 or more markers on it, again, same as the others. When this card is played, choose up to one of your opponent's unison cards and switch to rest mode.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. +1 activate main, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards in rest mode, it can't be switched to active mode and start next turn. -3 activate main, choose up to one of your opponent's leader cards in rest mode and they can't attack until the end of their next turn.
That's pretty useful.
Yeah, I mean, stopping a leader attack is always nice because you deny your opponent a draw.
So now we're actually into the battle cards. To start with, we've got Super Saiyan Son Goku's Final Sacrifice. 3 drop 15k, it's an SR. He's got counter attack of negate and play us in rest mode. Permanent, if you have a yellow unison play, it reduces cost in your hand by 2. So it's just a 1 cost. And then auto Spirit Boost 1, place it in the owner's drop. When it's played, choose one of your opponent's battle cards, switch it to rest mode. Additionally, if the chosen card has entry cost of 5 or less, KO it, then draw a card.
That's actually very good for yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's going in yellow decks.
Just the artwork as well. I just love it.
Generic yellow super combo.
Yay!
I'm not even going to go into any more for that because there's no point.
So we've got Super Saiyan Son Gohan Furious Training, 1 cost 4k. Got auto, when it's played, look at 5 cards from the top of your deck, out 1 yellow unison card with a specified cost of 3 or less from amongst your hand, then shuffle your deck. So yeah, that would be the searcher for the deck, is just unison. And then active main, limit 1, pay 2 yellow. If you have 3 or more yellow energy and you place this card at its drop, play it for 1 Super Saiyan 2 Son Gohan's Z Fighter from your hand with 3 markers on it.
So the unison we saw earlier.
Yeah.
Alright, so you got Super Saiyan Son Gohan Inherit Will. So it's a 3 cost, 15 barrier, auto limit 1, pay a yellow. If you lead a card of yellow Son Goku card, when one of your yellow unison cards is placed in the drop area, play this card from your hand. That's pretty good actually, getting 15k out. And then activate battle once per turn, discard one yellow unison card, from your hand. Choose up to one of your yellow leader cards or unison cards and gains 5k for the battle. That's interesting because you do want your unisons in a drop as well, so that helps speed that.
Yeah, and it allows you to put more pressure on the Goku skill.
Yeah.
So we've got Super Saiyan Trunks, Super Warrior. So 3 drop, 16k. It's got Blocker, Auto Alert 1, pay 1 yellow. If your leader is Yellow Son Goku, when one of your yellow units is placed in your drop area, play this card from your hand. And Auto Spirit Boost 1, when it's played, choose one of your opponent's battle cards in rest mode and KO it.
Alright, so you got Trunks from the future, 1 cost 4k. When you swing with him, you can add 1, he gains 11k, so it's a 15k, and then at the end of your turn, switch this card to active mode, so it's a 5k combo during your opponent's turn.
And keep it on the board.
Yeah.
So we've got the extra cards now. On the start, we've got the Z Fighters at the Cell Games. I mean, in that shot, they're not at the Cell Games, but
No, that's the hyperbolic time chamber, that is.
Yeah. Anyway, active main limit 1. If your leader is a Yellow Son Goku card, look at 7 cards from the top of your deck, then choose 1. So you can add up to 1 Yellow Saiyan with an entry cost of 4 less to your hand and shuffle the deck, or you can play a unison with a specified cost of 1 with a marker on it, and then shuffle the deck.
Okay. The World Champion strikes.
Yeah.
Counter attack. Your opponent may negate the attack.
It's
So
another,
it's a 1 cost. It's another Hercule card that's just why.
there's another Hercule card.
Just why. I know, it's funny making the meme cards, but, like... Why?
You never know.
No! It's not gonna happen!
You never know.
I think, this is the last card until we go to the multicolour stuff.
Yeah. So we've got instant Kamehameha. Say counter. If your leader has Son Goku in its character name and is attacking, switch one of your leader cards to active mode and it gets 5k power and has its skills negated for the turn. It's got a permanent of you can activate this counter skill from your hand without paying its cost by paying Spirit Boost free instead.
Why?
So you can just go in Goku decks.
No, I meant that... okay. I don't know. Alright guys, so thank you very much for watching. That's the yellow reveals. The multicolour stuff we'll do at a later date when pretty much everything has been fully revealed. Because at the moment I think there's still multicolour stuff to come, more than likely, because we still have green stuff. Oh no, we already have green stuff. Is it red? So we're missing. There's still a colour we're missing.
Don't think so.
Or we had them all now.
Because red was Machine Mutant.
Oh.
And that. Blue was... Oh no, we haven't had blue.
Blue, that's it.
Blue.
Yeah, okay, so blue's still yet to come then.
Yeah.
Because we've got the blacks. Oh, and yeah, multicolour stuff. Anyway guys, so yeah, leave any thoughts you have in the comments below, and we'll see you next time. So, bye bye.
Bye.